Authorities from Egypt Qatar were preparing to present Hamas with a new Israeli ceasefire proposal, which focuses on negotiating an agreement to suspend the war in Gaza and release hostages organized by Hamas' other armed groups after the high-level talks in Paris. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said discussions would continue this week and at least as fight approached to fourth month. He said that negotiations on day of Mother of Netanyahu warned important gaps remained. A person who has been informed about interviews said that Israel has offered an offer for Egypt and Qatar, two countries that have been working as an intermediary since beginning warfish-the October 7 border attacks in Israel's retaliation, starting to take retaliation to Hamas. The person said that Egypt and Qatar were worth a new offer to Hamas during the discussion. Among those who participated in the meeting on Sunday, C.I.A. Yörütüretman William J. Burns, Israel's Spying Chief David Barnea, President Israel's Internal Security Agency Ronen Shin President, Prime Minister Qatar, Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim al-Thani and EgyptMinister Intelligence General Abbas Kamel. The negotiators planned leave Paris, but in next few days, new proposal would break daily jam and negotiations were expected to continue. Hoping continue seriously. The Israeli leaders promised to continue their wars against Hamas until they were dismantled for months and the ability of the organization to rule Gaza and no longer pose any threat. Since the first agreement in November, Hamas approximately 240 Palestinian and Israel. The release of approximately 240 Palestinian prisoners resulted in a one-week stagnation since their efforts to release more hostage. According to Israeli officials, approximately 136 people were not taken hostage during the October 7 attack, but about 24. There was no immediate information about where more interviews would be or when or who could participate. However, pressure on a new agreement, hostages' families supporters Israeli government's release of continuation war, and food-water scarcity, humanitarian crisis in Gaza increases pressure in worse.He said more than 26,000 people. In Israel, an intense debate continues on whether vanquishing military attack has brought a hostage agreement by putting pressure on leadership of Hamas in Gaza, or by removing the expectations of an agreement and endangering prisoners. Yoav Gallant, Israeli defense minister and key member of country's five-person war cabinet, added reserve troops that he met on Sunday. Thanks to what you have done and continued do, we are carrying out a negotiation process for release these days. He added that Israel will intensify military pressure of Israel